And because of the lack of a front line here, this is what the Ornn I was talking about. They could have banned instead of the GP if they were thinking of anything else. The Swain ban is one that we don't like as much, but
yep,
looks like they are just going to go, all right, well, you picked Corki. I want Ornament scaling on top of this. I want to give my Twitch.
That guy was so excited about getting into this game, Wolf. The fan chant leader.
He used his whole voice practicing at home.
He was, it was like practicing in the mirror for about 6 hours, I think, before he got here to Lowell Park.
Like, will the real commentary please stand up? Like,
we should actually just we'll send Eminem an email and just ask him, like, which one's the real one? As Ghost is starting to show us here, Exhaust already going down onto Kellen, and he actually does the most damage at this stage of the game, so it kind of makes sense that that's where it goes. BDD going after Flash very early on. Canyon throws his out as well, as the action has begun at 2 minutes in this game. And yeah, okay, Knockup is going to connect here under Nogger, who's Meganar is not quite here yet, and the Ornhorn just going to be there as a celebration. That is first blood so comfortably going over to Canna.
Yep. Very easy, just a bit of an overextension. They're going to try to, knowing, you know, no unleashed teleports or anything like that. I mean, what you see is what you get here. And they have the choke point. BD, of course, does have ult.
Yeah, it's going to be easily secured. Damon, let's see what else they can get, though, as Dread already has to flash. BDD has been singled out as the Emperor's Divide's not going to do enough. And Nogger even gets a kill over the other side as well, as Ghost taking a lot of damage. Peter is there, but he's not actually able to help too much with his ulti, and Damwon Kia win the fight and take the Drake.
Yeah, 2 for 1, and they are able to prevent the Rift Herald from being dropped in this push. Bottom side is where they have the control now, as Ghost is going to try to steal this plate away. Looks like he will just barely get it. Or will he get punished? That is actually the real question here.
Well, he will be able to go relatively invisible, but Canyon, yeah, he's got the sweeper, and Ghost is real dead.
That's a real tilter right there. After you just lost Drake, this Herald is going to at least crash mid, give BDD some extra gold. So, I mean, maybe that's your angle here, but otherwise you need to be rushing straight towards this.
Well, Dread is going to be scooting around. He's got a cat alongside him, as Showmaker's going to come through, and he does have the package once again, and Nongshim's going to be very difficult to fight this one. Extendo beams flying through as well. Rockets landing. Only a couple more in the chamber as Nogger started this one up. The rest of Damwon actually moving towards Nongshim. These rockets, as they keep hitting, makes it more and more difficult for Nongshim to pull the trigger. As, yep, Drake is going to go down. BDD taking a lot of damage here as the package is going to be delivered. Heartbreaker comes out, but Showmaker is still chasing after Dread. And the Ram can't even find him. He has to flash to get himself out. And Nongshim lose even more than just the Drake. But now they're just fish in a barrel. This is exactly what Showmaker wanted. Canna, you need to press that R button. You need to start this fight. Otherwise, you're just all going to die. Nogger is now right on that front line. And here comes the Ornhorn. Finds 2 off to the side, but Canyon immediately says absolutely not to Nongshim. And their health bars are just too low. Showmaker did too much work. And now Damwon will just say thanks for the leash, I guess. As they dive into the pit, it is going to be somehow the Corki that locks this one down. The Gnar not going to find the wall whatsoever, and Damwon won't find any kills, but they'll walk away with a Baron.
Now has it here for Soul Point.
Yeah, you can see BDD off to the side. Dread takes half of his health bar with just one ability from Showmaker. That is Hextech Soul. As BDD over to the side, but he's so far away from this fight as Dread. He's going to get ulted by Doctor. Picks up his first kill there. As down to the GA goes the Corki. Ghost just gets extendo beamed almost to death. As Nongari just lumbering from the side. Everyone's going to die here. Apart from BDD, who's attempting to get his way out. Triple kill for Doctor, and I have a feeling this one is done and dusted.
I mean, BDD walks away with flash, ult, and a stopwatch. He didn't even try to turn this fight, and the game is now over. And this is something we talked about a lot for Nongshim last year and through some parts of spring. Just shows that Nongshim are not coordinated, at least compared to Damwon Kia, at setting up these fights with a comp that needs it so desperately.
Well, Prowling Projectile will find Canyon, as Dread's looking to lock him down. Let's see whether they can land the stun. They do manage to get that one as Canna, he makes his way in as well. And that's the ult to come through. Now it's Ghost's turn, but might have given Canyon a bit of a way out here. Decent little knock up there as he's trying to keep himself alive. The flash comes... Oh, actually, no. He just got that last auto. But still, as we're going to check out another fight up here as the Call of Forge God comes out. Just avoided by everyone. And now Doctor through with more extendo beams, and Nongshim, if they are on the back foot like this, their kite back is non-existent because Damwon here have way too much poke. Yeah, Hextech Salt there as well. Rocket comes through. Ghost going to get slowed down as Nogari is hunting. He wants a rat. As there's the final chapter, and Damwon here just back away. And they can just keep doing this.
Minions are winning the game also, meanwhile, so...
Oh.
Yeah, they...
extend a bit. Oh, good sidestep there from Ghost. He will live to see another Nexus die, perhaps.
Very doomed, Atlas. Very doomed.
It's 13,000 gold to lead. I mean, the wallets, you may as well just drop them on top of Nongshim at this stage. As Dread hunts for a bit of a stun, as the Sun Disc comes through, and it's a very sad Sun Disc here on the Nexus turrets. As Damwon Kia just closing in. The rockets aren't necessarily landing, as extendo beams aren't finding the targets either. As now into the front line goes Canyon. He gets Wild Growth, but he does have the ulti. That'll keep him alive. There's the Emperor's Divide as well, as Canyon is just tanking for about a year. They managed to get Ghost though, and Canyon is still alive. This Nexus starting to take some damage now as Kellen on the front line. Nogari is still tanking this one out. Dread's going to get gnawed into the team, and there it goes. Damwon Kia will take game number 1. I mean, big boom boom damage goes to Showmaker.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think it was a team effort here from Damwon Kia.
For me, it's like kind of somewhere between Showmaker, Nuggery, and Kellen, actually. Duckdown played very well, but Kellen's Wild Growths are really good. He cleared a lot of vision. This is so all-in if they go down this path.
This, but how do they kill Sejuani?
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I mean, it's going to be Seraphine, Leandri's damage, and a dream. It's like the hope with this one.
Okay, I think that Mordekaiser makes a bit more sense.
Because you really need to play around bottom side pressure and push power there. And, you know, I love the idea of going, okay, we're going to pick red side. We're going to play a Senna Seraphine lane. But where we got to in the end here for Nongshim really just feels very freestyle and not well planned out. And the bans that came through, like the Ornn and the Camille in the second phase,
quite a few Nongshim fans here in the house today. Wanted to give them all of their energy as they attempt to hold on in this series. Permafrost going to be stacked up, and Kanna's going to have to respect it as Dread's going to make his way in. Arctic Assault from Nogari, not going to be able to get him over any walls or anything like that, but Mordekaiser nowhere near. This is still just going to give Kanna some lane control.
Canyon wants to push the issue further.
Yeah, Kanna doesn't have smite, have flash, remember, as Permafrost is going to be there. Stuns are down as, yeah, that is going to be first blood going over to Nogari. He's now down to sub 100, but Dread cannot actually catch up, and Canyon can now turn into a Mordekaiser. Just have a great time.
I mean, what are you doing, Dread? You got to be really careful. You do not win those, by the way.
Yeah, this whole wave is going to be shoved towards the turret, and Kanna's not going to be able to pick that one up.
Yeah, shuffle there from max range, but he misses.
Ooh, Canyon also going to get snared up. There's the beat drop. There's the encore. Every single button is pressed, and Effort's going to pick up the kill. Dread now in that front line as well, and Doctom could do absolutely nothing to save the jungler. That is the first kill going over to Nongshim, getting some revenge against Canyon.
And they have enough damage here, even without Leandri's being completed yet for Ghost.
Oh, Blastcone's going to come through, and that's just the steal. A Heartbreaker over the wall, and so, yep, heist complete.
And they had a ward over the wall. That's how they're able to steal this. He knows exactly when to time it.
And his snare comes down. They're not able to actually stop this, but in the Thunderdome now is Nongshim looking for a way out. There's the final chapter. Flash comes through from Kanna. Dawning Shadow there as well. As Canyon's going down extremely low. He heartbreaks, but in goes Showmaker. Finds a huge Emperor's Divide. The Seraphine is already dead as Nogari's going down very, very low effort. Also still in there as Showmaker's trying to get the autos as BDD kiting this one out. Doctom wants it, and he does pick up that final kill, but can he catch up and get the rest as he skates on through? Effort's gonna go down. That's the Quadra.
Quadra kill for the Zeri. We've seen this so many times in both games. Nongshim thought they had the answer to the Zeri, and they were wrong. They were sorely mistaken.
This as well.
Like, they bought so much time, and then by the time that Showmaker ults, the fight is just so over. He kind of flashed as well in the pit because he was like, okay, if we just get one more second, like maybe we have the best Seraphine ult ever. But it doesn't catch him. Notice his cleanse is not even used.
Yeah, it was a really nice jet set over the
아
wall
저기까지 안
as
돼.
well.
저기까지 안 돼.
Just chases super well. Now this is real desperation here from Nongshim.
Well, Noguri has the cat, going to bring it on over. It's Sejuani on Bristle with a cat on a book. A lot of, things piled up on top of things. Is now Canyon in the back of the pit. BDD going to try that play once more. The rest of Nongshim not going to engage too early. Does Dom want to have control of this Drake? As, Cannon was looking for a Death Realm opportunity. As the Drake going down very, very low. Dread gets into that backline as it's Canyon that locks that one down. There's the Emperor's Divide as Showmaker gets rid of Dread. He goes down extraordinarily low, but the Azir locks down the kill. Effort gonna get taken out, and Dom and Kira are obliterating this team fight. They take everything, and Nongshim are running for the hills.
Oh, no.
They're not getting out of this one. Ghost is gonna go down as well.
And the positioning of Ducktom has just been so good.
You've got Showmaker splitting on the bottom side of the map as well, as now Noguri's going to have to Arctic Assault to get himself out. Let's see whether Dread actually manages to catch up with Bristle and Sejuani here. Cyclone comes through. Noguri trying to keep himself alive for as long as possible. Teleports are coming in. He's going to be taken down, though, as BDD locks that one
Here's
up.
the
Cannon's
trap.
also teleported in, but they've lost their Sejuani, and there's not too much more that they can do here as Canyon kind of trapped in the Death Realm right now as BDD went too far forward. Ducktom now, it's his turn to lay down the fire, and it's a double kill once again. The Cat's also able to pick up the Mordekaiser as the Death Realm just didn't do enough. Canyon survived for way too long. It was really, really smart. As we are going to check out the Emperor's Divide, throwing Canna back, and he's permanently frosty, and Noguri's going to pick up that kill. Congratulations to him.
Ways to do this completely differently, but because they picked the Yona, they're just all in all the time, and it's such a one-dimensional comp.
Well, Noguri gets the bad news. There's loads of people there. Second activation of the Cyclone is going to be able to get the knock up here on the Sejuani, who just looks to get her way out. Throws the Glacial Prisoners. Now Showmaker will just obliterate Effort. It's pretty much an afterthought. Dread's also going to go down, and once again they chase the pig, and once again it's a mistake.
I mean, the only thing that this comp could do now as Nongshim is get picks and try to layer CC, and BDD's like, I can ult him, maybe we can kill him.
Dotting some I's and crossing some T's.
Yeah, they will just end this game if Nongshim try anything, and otherwise we'll just continue to crash these waves in until the next Drake spawns.
Yeah. Beat drop not going to land here by Ghost. Extendo Beam starting to do some work here as well. Glacial Prison is going to connect as BDD takes this as his opportunity to engage, gets back and leaves Dread by himself as Ducktom ults. Now the party has started as he dashes forward. Emperor's Divide is huge as well. It's a double kill for Kellen of all people as Noguri's just fighting Mordekaiser in his own Death Realm and will send him to it as well. As Ducktom now looking to lock down some Nexus turrets, and I think this one's done.
It 100% is, and I think it was done a while back, but Nongshim now just unable to even defend here.
Yeah, Ghost trying to come on over and desperately clear out waves as Showmaker is going to find Effort one more time. These Sand Soldiers just tear through the center, and yet nothing that Ghost can do. His former team bearing down on him. The Nexus will go down, and it's a swift 2-0 for Damwon Kia. We'll have to see what DRX is going to be able to do next week, as Showmaker did way more damage than anyone else.
And also Ghost's damage. You know, I thought it was going to be maybe like 10 or 11k because he did go for Leandri's Seraphine, but he did less than half of the damage of Ducktom. In fact, I knew Ducktom was going to be bigger, but I didn't realize he just did less than Senna in this game, as he was just never really able to hit any follow-up damage.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jason for the PUG interview translation, joined by the PUGs of Damwon Kia, Showmaker, and Ducktom. You guys are now on the 3rd place here in the LCK Summer with this 2-0 victory. How do you feel? I'm glad that we are having the sole possession of the 3rd place, and hope we can continue our winning streak. And what about you, Ducktom? Your Zeri was popping off in game 2. I mean, Zeri is OP, obviously, so it was a pretty much of an easy win, so it's a relief for us. Are you happy with your performance, though? Pretty much during team fights. Speaking of the winning streak, Ducktom, today was a must-win series for you guys to keep that winning streak going. What kind of chat went back and forth on your way to Low Park? I mean, we always do our best to prepare, and we are always come here to win. So I was like, what are we going to eat after the match? And Showmaker. Well, recently, we had an interview from you that you actually decided to kind of transition your playstyle into being a lot more LPL-ish, a lot more aggressive. So how was your performance in regards of that playstyle aspect? Was it aggressive enough? I mean, but today we had a bit of a defensive comp, so we were not like as aggressive as like bullying the others. Let's get back to game number 1. So Nongshim actually let through Zeri for 2 games in a row. And then even though when Corki was open, they decided to blind pick Azir. So what went to your mind when you saw that Corki was still available? Corki is pretty much one of the best champions right now, They are like, he's obviously the top tier champion, but he was still open until the second phase of the pick, so I was pretty amazed. Then what about Zeri, Dokdam? They kept letting it through. I was like, they're letting it through. I was like, we won. It's gonna be an easy win. It also reflects your confidence on the pick, I guess. In game 1, we had Twitch Yumi comp from Nongshim's bottom duo. They really had to play around at Twitch. So how were you guys able to kind of attack on that backline damage dealer Twitch? Whenever we had the package for Corki, we were able to get a huge win around the Drake, especially Noguri also finding the flank angle was so on point, so Twitch was not able to kind of find the best play he was looking for. And BDD played Yone in game number 2, and you played Azir into his Yone. First Azir of the summer split of Showmaker, how was it? Azir is also one of the best tier champions right now, so it was left available, so I decided to play, and I think my performance was alright. And Effort was playing Senna on the side of Nongshim. Dokdam, did you see that coming? I mean, Senna Seraphine comp was something on our mind. And Ghost, I thought he was gonna be playing Seraphine because he should be the one farming, so it was pretty unpredictable. Then how was playing into their comp, Zeri Yumi versus Seraphine Senna comp? What's the matchup like? I mean, as long as Zeri can go through the laning fights like smoothly, it's gonna be like game over immediately because she is so OP right now. And today you guys are able to jump on to the 3rd place, and your next opponent will be DRX. You guys are tied with the match score so far. How do you feel about that matchup coming up? I think DRX is really strong right now, so it's gonna be a very significant and important match for us. So we're gonna do our best to prepare for that match in order to secure a victory. What about you, Dokdam? I think DRX has a very strong bottom duo, so we should really work hard in order to pick up another victory. And that's gonna be it for the POGs on the side of Taman Kia, and back to the casters. Thank you.